Hello and welcome back to my Kansas City Royals series here on Out of the Park Baseball. We are getting ready for Game 2 of the ALCS. We won Game 1 in crazy fashion in extra innings. I believe the final score was 9-8. I'm going to cut back in when I've got my batting order here. All right, so I'm going to go with something a little bit different. We're going to have Kapazu bat 4th and Konine bat 5th. I heard somewhere that actually the third hitter isn't as important, which is kind of counter to what I would think. But anyway, that's what we're going to try. We're going to have Zach Godley on the mound, and for the Angels, they have Seth Halverson, that two-way player. So it should be an interesting game, and Shohei Ohtani will be batting second. I also switched over to my desktop computer, so there should be a little bit more space, but if things are a little bit glitchy this first game, I'll just have that fixed for next time. Anyway, we'll go until runners in scoring position here, and we get 2 runs immediately before the first out. We look at the game log, obviously, Justin Williams with a 2-run home run, so a great way to start. Go back till runners in scoring position, and 2 more runs. Unbelievable. Another 2-run home run, this time from Griffin Konine. Unbelievable. And so the inning is over after that. Godley wasn't too great in his start against the Tampa Bay Rays, and here we go, 2 runners on immediately. So let's pitch to the next batter here. That's going to be a ground ball through the hole into right field. I do not like the start of this. I am going to warm someone up. That is going to be what's happening right now. So Carlos Martinez, 95% rested. I don't know that I would necessarily go to him. We could go to Beeks. We could honestly go to Chua. Just kind of all depends what we want to do the rest of the series. I think I'm going to warm up Beeks because I don't really know what I want to be doing. Let's obviously do a mound visit, hopefully to calm him down. And we'll put the infield into double play depth. So, oh my God, it's a 3-1 count, and it's a walk. Are you serious? I think he's coming out of this game. I can't deal with this anymore. Beeks still warming up. Only 12 pitches that Godley has had. He is just being rocked out there. I'm going to put in Jalen Beeks. This is going to be a very, very quick hook. I would normally never do this, but he just does not seem to have it, and I can't deal with this anymore. So we're going back to double play depth. It's going to be 2-1 to the next hitter, Steele Walker, who is at the plate, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field, and finally we're going to get an out. Really disappointing after getting 4 runs on the board that we seem to be almost giving it away. But now Jalen Beeks trying to settle in here. Let's go back to double play depth, see what he can do for us. 0-2, and he gets a strikeout. So 2 outs here in the inning. Alex Avila standing in the way between us and really still keeping this game where we want it to be. 0-2 to Avila, ground ball to second base. And the throw is in time. So Beeks comes in and gets out of the jam. I cannot overstate how important of an inning that was. So now we do have to take a look at our bullpen. Obviously, Beeks can definitely go multiple innings, but maybe next inning we'll warm up a righty. For now, though, let's go until runners in scoring position. First and third for the Royals. Let's see what Justin Williams can do. 2-0 to him, and that's sent to right center field. It should be deep enough to score the run, as I believe Trout goes over to make the play, and easily scoring is McGuire. So Vinny Tosti will be up next. Let's go till runners in scoring position. And we don't get anything there. Here in the bottom of the second, Willie Adams at second with 2 outs. Let's see where Beeks is at. He's got 21 pitches. I'd like him to try to get through this inning. Ohtani up, 0-2 to him, and he strikes out. So Beeks gives us another strong inning. So I might try to bring in Chua, or honestly, I could try to bring in Martinez and just see what he can do. For now, let's go through this half of the inning. So we get nothing there. Beeks back on the mound for the bottom of the third. Let's warm someone up. Maybe Cody Reed, he could be an innings eater. Or Castillo as well. Castillo threw a lot last game, though. So maybe I'll start warming up Edward Cabrera. That would be a righty that we could easily go to. Anyway, let's go till runners in scoring position. So 2 outs and a man on second. Let's see what Beeks is doing here. Let's visit the mound. So I think I'm going to take out Beeks, especially with the righty at the plate and all the pitches that Beeks threw yesterday. Let's put in Cabrera. Let's not fool around here. See if Cabrera can get this last out. 1-0 is the count to Jonathan Scoop. And that's going to be a little pop-up left side. Should be playable. And Zoo is going to move over and make the catch, and the inning's over. Still 5-1 here. Go till runners in scoring position. Nothing there. And Cabrera gets through that inning, absolutely no problem. It's going to be a little hard. We might have to bring in Chua at some point. But anyway, let's think about that later. We get nothing in the top of the 5th. Here in the bottom of the 5th, we'll go until runners in scoring position. So Willie Adams on second with 1 out. Definitely time to get someone warming up. Let's get Reed up and running here. So again, that man on second, Willie Adams. Mike Trout is at the plate. That's not great. It is 1-2 to him, though, and he will strike out. So 2 outs now. Can Cabrera get through Tang? And the rest of the inning, he does with the strikeout. So through 5, it's 5-1. Now with a couple lefties coming up, we'll bring in Cody Reed. Go through the 6th here, and here in the 6th, we get 1 out, man on second base. Let's see if we can get anything. An intentional walk. Strange to Nick Madrigal. We've got Michael Gigliotti at the plate. The question is this where we want to go to Nick Pratto? I think it is. Basically, any sort of higher leverage situation, it makes sense to put Pratto in if it's near the bottom of the order. So we're going to stick in Nick Pratto here. 1-0 to him. That's going to be a ground ball to second, and unfortunately, it looks like it could be a double play. But Pratto makes it there, so let's have Reese McGuire hit next, and that'll be an out. So still 5-1 here. I probably should have realized there's a lefty on the mound, so did not really make total sense to go to Pratto, but whatever. We will stick Grisham into the order, and he will be playing center field now, I believe. Yeah, he can play center field. Not great in it, but he can play it. So Reed now on the mound will go till runners in scoring position. We get through that inning. That makes me feel a lot more confident. I think we will warm up Gabo next when the time comes. Let's get through this inning, though. So until runners in scoring position, Vinny Toasty on second with 2 outs. Zoo at the plate. He will be walked. They are really intentionally walking a lot of people. Now Conine at the plate, and that is hit to pretty deep left field, but moving over is the left fielder, and he will make the grab. So still a 4-run game here. So we'll go till runners in scoring position, and the Angels have the first 2 men on base, so that is not good. I'm also going to warm up Bobby Pointer because of that, and then we're going to visit the mound. This is a big, big inning. So Gabo is ready with the righty at the plate. Reed seems to not really have it this inning. Let's go to Gabo. Obviously, Gabo was absolutely awful the last game, but hopefully he can put it together in this game. Put the infield into double play depth. So 1-1 is the count. Willie Adams at the plate. And that's a base hit into right field. So the tying run will come to the plate here. Ohtani up. Pointer is not ready, but oh my God, do I want him in this game against Ohtani. We're going to visit the mound again, so let's put Bobby Pointer into this game. I guess I should have probably warmed up another righty in addition to him. Castillo, I guess Castillo is ready enough where he could pitch this game as well. This is just too important of an inning. I guess I'll warm up Martinez, because I don't know how many batters Pointer's going to face. He's going to be a lefty-facing Trout. I don't really like that. I don't know, man. All right, we definitely want him against Ohtani, though, I think. So let's put the infield into double play depth and just hope to goodness that he can get a ground ball or a strikeout. 2-2. That's ripped into center field, and a base hit around to score our 2 runs. And just like that, it's a 2-run game. Mike Trout coming up next. I don't like the righty versus lefty, but oh, geez. 1-0 is the count to Trout, and oh my goodness. That is gone. Home run, and the Angels have taken the lead. I can't help but blame myself a little bit for that. Pointer is prone to giving up home runs, and it's a righty versus a lefty. We're just going to have Martinez finish this game. All right, we'll just go the rest of the half inning. So still 6-5. We're certainly in this game, but that is really frustrating. So let's go till runners in scoring position here. We don't get anything there. The Angels now get another run. Man on second with 2 outs. Pass ball. I don't even want to see this. Let's just get through this inning. So they get 3 more runs. This is out of hand. And we don't get anything in the 9th, so that's about as disappointing as a win probability curve as you will ever see. It happens, I guess. Things looked so good at the beginning. Beeks really pitched so clutch there. Chua is the next scheduled starter. He will not be starting. It'll be Eric Skoglund. We should have won that game. Now it's going to be game 3. It's all tied up. So we'll go back to our normal batting order here. Zoo, then Conine, Diaz. I think I'm going to switch Gigliotti and McGuire. Otherwise, that looks good. And obviously for our pitcher, we're going to have Eric Skoglund on the mound. Skoglund won 18 games for us, so we will see what he can do in this one. Back at home. So we'll go till runners in scoring position here. 2 on and 2 out. It's Steele Walker at the plate. Full count to him. Lined into right field. That's a base hit. And around trying to score is Ohtani. He will score. It's actually Tang who scored. That's my bad. Willie Adams up next. Still 2 outs here. That's a fly ball right field, and it does get down. So another run scoring for Los Angeles. This is really disappointing, especially after that Game 2 loss. So Halverson up next. We really need Skoglund to get through this, and he's not doing it. So that's another hit. 3 runs now for the Angels. Oh, boy. I'm just going to go through the half inning. So they get 3 runs. In the bottom half of the inning, we don't get anything. Now here in the bottom of the second, we have Isan Diaz at second with 2 outs. Madrigal at the plate, 0-1 to him. That's a fly ball to right field, but it should be an easy catch for the right fielder. And it's actually Ohtani out there. That's kind of funny. So runners in scoring position. The Angels get 2 on. There's nobody out. I mean, we need Skoglund to go deep into this game. We just don't have enough people to really take over here, unfortunately. So let's just go the half inning. They don't get anything. Go to runners in scoring position for the Royals. This is promising. McGuire on third, Goldschmidt at first. Williams at the plate, 1-0 is the count to him. Lined into left center field. That's going to get down and roll to the wall. And the tying run is in scoring position as Justin Williams with a huge double. Now Vinny Toasty up next. 2-1 is the count to him. Lined, base hit into right field. A run will score. So first and third, and the fast runner in Toasty is your go-ahead run. Kapazu and his power are at the plate. 0-0 is the count to him. Ground ball to second. This will get a run in, and they drop the ball. So everyone is safe. Unbelievable. Now Conine's up next. What can he do? 2-2, and unfortunately he will strike out. So Isan Diaz all up to him. 2-1, and that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound to end the inning, but we do tie the game, so things right back where they were to start. Now that Skoglund has gotten through 3 innings, he's going to have a little bit of a shorter leash. Castillo is someone that we could go to this game. He is mostly rested, and I could see him pitching for a while if we really need him to. But anyway, let's go till runners in scoring position, and unfortunately the Angels have 2 men on and 1 out. So it is time to warm up Castillo. Let's do a bit of a mound visit here. Says he's got plenty of juice. Let's go to double play depth. Trout is at the plate. Not what you want to see. 2-1 to him. Ground ball to first. Can we get a double play? On to first. And he is safe. So it'll be first and third. Tang is at the plate. Let's see. We don't really want to do a mound visit, I don't think. 2 out, we'll have the infield normal. 0-1 to Tang. That is a base hit. So unfortunately, the Angels retake the lead. I think that might do it for Skoglund. You can see the Angels have 12 hits. Yeah, that's just crazy. So we're going to put in Castillo. Fortunate that the last 2 starters we've had just have not had it. We almost got through it last game. But anyway, Castillo will be on the mound here against Justin Upton. It'll be 0-1 for him. Huge batter here. We'd really want to keep this to a 1-run game. And that's going to be a little dribbler, so we will get out of the inning. The Angels only score 1, so that is promising. Now let's see what the bottom half of the order can do. Nothing there through the top of the 5th. Now here in the bottom of the 5th, all right, we've got Goldschmidt on second, Vinny Toasty at first, and Kapazu is at the plate. 1-1 to him, and that's going to be a pass ball. So the runners move up to second and third. 2-2 now to Zoo, and unfortunately he will strike out. So all up to Griffin Conine. 0-0 is the count to him. And that's going to be a little pop-up behind the plate. The catcher moves over, makes the catch, and unfortunately the inning is over. Hopefully Castillo can get through this inning. 1 out with a man on second. I see 26 pitches. I'm going to have hope for him to get through this inning. So unfortunately the Angels get a run, but we kind of needed someone to eat up some innings. Perez is now on the mound for the Angels. Castillo at 38 pitches. I think he is done. I think we got to go to Pointer. He's just someone that has stuff left in him. It's only the 6th inning, so I'm a little bit worried about who else we can throw in the game. But anyway, let's go till runners in scoring position here. Ooh, good. Diaz at second, Madrigal at first. Reese McGuire is at the plate. It is a lefty on the mound, so I kind of hesitate to go to Prado here. But let's see what our options are. So Dowell Lugo, how well does he hit lefties? The answer is pretty darn well, so maybe that's who we want to go to. What are McGuire's stats? Yeah, not great against lefties compared to how he is against righties. So let's bring in Dowell Lugo. We're going to put Cam Gallagher in, obviously, after this inning. I just have a feeling about Dowell Lugo here, so let's go with him. 0-1 is the count. That's going to be a ground ball into center field, a base hit. So it does work. Lugo gets a base hit. And now you've got Gaglotti at the plate. Still the lefty on the mound, though. Let's see what our options are. There's nobody out in this inning. So let's see Prado. How good does he do against lefties? So he's definitely worse against lefties, but he's not awful. Yeah, I know it's lefty-lefty. It's just too big of a situation. So we're going to go with Prado here. Just hope that this works out. 0-0 is the count to Prado. The infield is in, and that's going to be a fly ball to left, so it should get a run in and at least make this a one-run game. I think we are going to try and steal here. So, oh, he's thrown out. Darn it. That looked pretty deep. I really didn't think he would get thrown out. That stinks. 3-2 is the count to Goldschmidt, and he strikes out, and the inning's over. Oh, that's really frustrating. Well, you knew that we were so lucky in the previous games that things were just not going to go our way after a little while, but we're actually going to take out Castillo. He's got 38 pitches, so I think that's enough for him. Bring in Pointer, and let's go till runners in scoring position. 2 out, man on second. Avila at the plate, 1-2 to him, and he strikes out, so Pointer gets through that inning. Pointer took 20 pitches to get through that inning. I hate throwing in Gabo again because he just keeps messing up, but let's start warming him up because I think we're going to need his arm. We might have to put in Kevin Rose as well. Anyway, Williams is at the plate right now. Let's go till runners in scoring position. So with 2 outs, we have Kapazoo at second. Conine at first. Diaz is at the plate. It is lefty-lefty, unfortunately. But that's going to be hit to right field, hit on a line, but unfortunately, looks like he dropped the ball or something. I don't think we're going to send the runner. It does. Okay, it falls in. It looked pretty deep, but after last time, I don't really want to end the rally like that. Let's see what Nick Madrigal can do. 3-1 is the count to him. Ground ball to first, and unfortunately, the Angels get out of it, so we load the bases but can't get anything. So I think we're going to try to get Pointer to get through 2 batters here in the top of the 8th. Let's go till runners in scoring position. And, of course, he gives up 2 runs. And, all right, we'll put in Gabo. So Gabo gives up another run. Let's just go through this half inning. Now 8-3. Let's go another half inning here. And I think this game is pretty much over, but anyway, we get a run there. So Griffin Conine up with 2 outs, and it's a full count. He will walk. So there's some life a little bit for the Royals here. Now Ison Diaz at the plate. And he's going to hit one to center field, but I believe Trout should have plenty of time to get to that one, and he does. And the game is over. 8-4 is your final score. I am not feeling very confident about this. I think everything going about as wrong as it possibly could. All right, so it'll be on to Game 4. I've looked at my options here about who could start. Fortunately, Martinez and Jalen Beeks are not really ready. And yeah, we're going to be going with Chua. That's who's left. And he was okay this season, not great. And I think he's definitely, probably be the last year that we have Chua, unfortunately. But for now, he's going to be starting a big Game 4 against the Angels. Things not really going our way. They went so well those first couple games that we had in the postseason, but let's see how Game 4 goes. And we will go ahead. The Angels have Michael Wacha pitching, so we will see how he does. All right, so runners in scoring position here. Halverson is on second with nobody out. We got to get through a couple innings here, so I'm just going to go by half inning for Chua for a little bit. We get 2 men on with 1 out. Obviously, the Angels up by 2, in case you missed that. I didn't even comment on it. I'm so disappointed. But anyway, Kapazoo is at the plate, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Looks like it could be a double play, but it seems like it's just a force out at second. So first and third, 2 outs for Griffin Conine. Full count to him, and he will walk. So now the bases are loaded. See what Ison Diaz can do. It's 3-1 to him. And he will walk, so a run comes in with the bases loaded. Madrigal up next, 1-1. That's going to be a ground ball into center field, a base hit. A second run is trying to score, and he will. And so the Royals take the lead. Let's see what Reese McGuire can do. Ground ball to third, and he will be out. But 3 huge runs for the Royals, including a bases-loaded walk. Unbelievable. Go till runners in scoring position for Chua. He gets through that inning. And unfortunately, he gives up a home run here in the third. So 34 pitches for Chua. He's already given up 4 hits. He does have 3 strikeouts and no walks. Hopefully he can continue. Now here in the bottom of the third, nothing there. And so Chua threw 4. Here in the 5th, though, first and second, 2 outs. I'm going to warm someone up. I think Cabrera might make sense. There is Beeks. I don't want to tire anyone out too much. But we're going to need our bullpen here in this game. Yeah, no one totally rested, so I think it'll be Cabrera who we start to warm up here. Let's go to the mound. Beeks, Chua says he has plenty of juice. We'll put the infield into double play depth. So Tang at the plate, it is 1-2 to him, and he strikes out. So Chua with a huge strikeout, gets through 5, only gives up 3 runs. You got to be happy with that effort. Now let's see if we want him to be coming in next inning. I believe this is his 3rd time through the order, though. Yeah, we should have enough. So let's put Cabrera into this game. Chua with a great effort here in Game 4. Go till runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th. We've got Toasty on third, Kapazoo at first. Conine is at the plate. It is lefty-lefty, unfortunately, and 0-2 to Conine. Ground ball to second, and that's going to end the inning. So we are still tied after 5 innings. Cabrera gets through the 6th. On 13 pitches, so he'll definitely start the next inning, I think. Maybe only face, well, he might face a couple hitters. I'm not really sure who we're going to go to after that. But anyway, for now, we've got Ice and Diaz at the plate, go till runners in scoring position. We don't get anything there. Cabrera gets through the 7th. That is huge. So now with 26 pitches, I think that's going to do it for Cabrera. Still a couple of righties in the order coming up next. Maybe we should go to Martinez here. I don't know, he did so bad last game. I don't think we want to do that. I mean, we've got a lot of lefties, so I don't know if Cabrera can give us a couple more hitters. And of course, there's Kevin Rose, who I don't really trust. I don't know, man. I think I'll be warming up Beeks. I think that's what I'll be doing. We'll just see where that goes. But anyway, here in the bottom of the 7th, go till runners in scoring position. Here we go. We got Goldschmidt at second, Williams at first, Vinny Toasty at the plate. I would really consider bunting for a hit here. I don't think I will, though, but let's have Toasty hit. Line deep to left field. No, it's going to be a fly out. Oh, that always gets me. It's like it really seems like it's gearing towards the left field foul pole, and then it just dies. Animations in this game are pretty funny. But anyway, Kapazoo up next. 0-1 is the count to him. Ground ball to short. It might be a double play, and it is a double play, so the inning is over. That is a punch to the gut. So it'll be Cabrera versus Trout. I might take time to visit the mound just to see what he says. I think I can get through this inning. I would like him to get through this batter. 1-0 is like, oh, shoot. Home run, Mike Trout. I should not have kept him in one more batter. All right, that's going to do it for Cabrera. I wanted the righty-righty matchup. I thought he might have another couple batters in him, and I should not have done that. Anyway, Beeks can't seem to get through this, so it's first and third, 2 outs. We got to have Beeks finish this inning. 1-2 to Ohtani here. And Ohtani will strike out, so that ends the inning, but the Angels get a huge run. So it is 4-3. Beeks at 13 pitches. He'll be starting the next inning. Let's see what we can do here in the bottom of the 8th. Let's go batter by batter. Conine is at the plate. You see that nice infield shift on there. Here's the pitch to him, and that's a fly ball really high, but I think Trout is going to get there. And he will get there, so that is the first out of the inning. Ice and Diaz up next, 0-2 to him. Grounder, shortstop, and he will be out, so that is 2 outs. And Madrigal up next. It's a full count to him. He is going to strike out, and the inning is over. So 3 more outs. Let's see if Beeks can get through this inning. 2 outs, men on first and second. Tang is at the plate. Probably left Beeks a little too long in here. I guess we'll warm up Reed, but I mean, I don't really know how he would get into this game. Do a mound visit. He says it's touch and go right now. I actually really don't like that, so let's put in Cody Reed. All right, so it is 2-2 with 2 outs. We need a big strikeout here, and we will get one. So Cody Reed comes into the game and gets a huge strikeout. So with the lefty Andrew Miller in, We do have Dowell Lugo, so we're going to pinch hit with Dowell Lugo to begin the inning. Here against the lefty Miller, it's going to be 3-2 to Lugo. Ground ball to short, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. I'd be a fool if I didn't pinch hit with Prado, although can't tell you I'm not disappointed that he will again be facing a lefty. Anyway, 2-2 is the count to Prado, and he will strike out, so 2 gone. Paul Goldschmidt, our last hope, 3-2 to him. Grounder into center field, so a base hit for Goldschmidt, and that will bring up Justin Williams, unfortunately also a lefty. 0-0, the count to Williams. That's a ground ball, again in the hole. A base hit. We are not heading to third base, that's for sure. I do not like Vinny Toasty hitting. Man, do I wish I had Kapazoo, but grounder to second. That's going to end the game. Well, according to the lineup thing, you generally want your third hitter to not be as good, but I can't say I'm not disappointed that Vinny Toasty was up, and I don't think I'm going to keep that batting order, actually. We are here for Game 5. We are down 3-1 after taking the 1-0 series lead. We're going to be moving Toasty down to the 7th slot, I think. Madrigal seems to be hitting for some reason, and we're also going to move Gigliotti, of course, down to that number 9 spot. I want Kapazoo hitting third. I don't care what the numbers say. And that's totally just because I was burned last game. We have Blake Snell on the mound, so feeling good about this one. Still at home. Must-win game. Let's get started here. Let me tell you something. Snell is going very deep into this game. I don't care what happens to him. So let's go till runners in scoring position. First and second, nobody. I don't even want to see this. I'm going to go the half inning. The Angels score 3 runs, and Ohtani is on the mound, so not what you want to see. Nothing there, and now second and third, nobody out. I think this is how our season ends, folks. I think this is how our season ends. I'm going to warm up Martinez. If Snell really doesn't have it, then I'll just have Martinez throw a long game. But all right, Mike Trout is up. Oh, geez. That's going to be a ground out, so a run scores, but we do get an out. It's 4-0 now. Tang up next. 2-0 is the count to him. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. The run does not score, which is good. And now Upton up next. 2-2 to Upton. He will strike out, so the inning's over. Maybe Snell finding a groove here. Let's definitely put Martinez back because we're probably going to need him later in the game. Already 47 pitches for Blake Snell. Yikes. And nothing in the bottom of the second there. Of course, the Angels coming right back at it. Let's just get through this half inning. Snell gets through the inning, no problem. Still nothing for the Royals. So Snell through 4 now. Here come the Royals in the bottom of the 4th. We've got Goldschmidt at second. Justin Williams is at the plate. 0-1 is the count to him. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Should be a play, and yeah, he will be out, so that is 1 out. Kapazoo up next. 1-2 to him. That's a fly ball to center field, and it will be an out, so 2 gone now. Conine, come on, Conine. 1-1 to him. Line down the right field line, so that will score a run. Conine coasting into second base, so a 3-run game. Now, Ison Diaz up. He has power, but he hasn't shown it in this series. He strikes out, so the inning's over there. 76 pitches for Snell. We'd really like him to get through this inning, but he doesn't seem to have it. So 2 men on with 1 out. I think this is the case where we're probably actually going to put Martinez in the game and have him run for a little bit. Anyway, all right, let's do a mound visit. So he says he can get through this inning. I never like it when pitchers say that because that makes me say that they're kind of done. But anyway, he's got 90 pitches. Hopefully he can get one last ground ball. 1-1 is the count to Halverson. Ground ball to third. Could he get a double play? No, it looks like Halverson beats it out, but we do get a big out. Avila up next. I'd like him to face the lefty. Let's see if he can get out of this inning. 2-2 to Avila. Popped up. Shallow center field coming in, and he will make the catch. Will Gigliotti to end the inning, so still a 4-1 game. That is what we needed. So I do think it's going to be Carlos Martinez coming into this game, and then we'll go to Reed pretty much as soon as we can. But we got 4 innings to get through, so it's going to be a little bit of time. 2 men on for the Royals, Madrigal and Vinny Toasty, and you know what that means. It is time for Nick Prado, baby. Come on, Prado. 2-0 to him. Ground ball to Ohtani. That could be a double play, but Prado beats it out, so at least we do not get 2 outs on that play. Now with Gigliotti up, he is 1 for 18. I mean, good grief. I think I have to pinch hit with Lugo. I mean, I just cannot have Gigliotti hit in this situation. I do have to say I'm like pinch hitting too early overall, but I cannot have him hit in this situation. Anyway, 1-2 to Lugo. That's going to be a pop-up, though, so that's going to end the inning. Not end the inning. That's going to be the second out. All right, come on, Goldschmidt. We got to get something out of this. 1-2 is the count to Goldschmidt, and he will strike out, so the inning's over. I think that was going to be our best opportunity, unfortunately, but now we got to put in some substitutions here. So we'll have Gallagher hit 8th. Obviously, he will be the catcher, and then we'll have Grisham hit 9th, and he will be in center field. But anyway, Martinez now on the mound, and he gets through that inning, so that's at least good. Williams will lead it off for the Royals, but they can't get anything. Martinez back up on the mound. He has 11 pitches. I was kind of worried about this. So first and second, 2 outs. He's got to get through this inning because Cody Reed can't throw more than 2 innings. So anyway, let's do a bit of a mound visit just to let him have a breath. And now it'll be Halverson at the plate. Ground ball into center field. A base hit. Trying to score is the runner, and he will. So now a 5-1 game. Yikes. All right, well, now we'll warm up Cody Reed. So it'll be Avila up next. 1-0 is the count to him. Ground ball, it's a base hit into right field. Here comes another run. There might be a play at the plate, but he is going to be safe. So it is 6-1 now. Obviously very disappointing, and that's going to be shot into left center field. And it's gone. 3-run home run for Cowart. And it is now 9-1 Angels. What are you going to do? I mean, I guess what am I going to do? I'm going to put in Cody Reed. It was a good season. It really was. It was a good season. Can't say it's not so disappointing to lose 4 games in a row, but oh my God, we can't even get out of this inning. So the Angels score 9 runs in the 7th. So we'll just sim the rest of this game. We get 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th. That's kind of funny. Cody Reed still on the mound. I'm just going to sim ahead if they start scoring, but anyway. All right, so we'll play the bottom of the 9th here. Cam Gallagher up. 1-2 is the count to him. He strikes out. Grisham up next, and he will strike out. Paul Goldschmidt, our last hope. 3-2 to Goldschmidt. He will walk. We only need 8 more of those and then a home run. And we got a hit batter, so Williams is on base. What can Kapazu do? 0-2 to him. Line to left, and that's a base hit. So 3 straight hits for the Royals here with 2 outs. Conine up next, 3-2 to Conine. Well, it is 13-6. Ison Diaz, 3-0 to Diaz. He walks. All right, 13-7. Madrigal, 0-1 to Madrigal. Grounder to first, base hit! Base hit down the line, and now it's 13-8. What can Tosi do? It's 2-2. Line to left, that's going to hang up there, and the game is over. You got to credit them for hanging in there. We scored 7 runs in the last 2 innings, but to lose that series, especially losing 4 games in a row, but certainly you got to be happy with the season overall to get to the ALCS. We'll have to evaluate this team in the offseason, but, a lot of positives, a lot of really good players. We're certainly not at the end of our window. I guess we dipped our toes in the water. I certainly don't know what I'm going to do about Carlos Martinez. I mean, at every intersection, he just seems to keep disappointing me, but frankly, no one could really do anything. Even Cody Reed, he gave up 4 runs. I don't know. You got to get outs. Tough.